We often think about artificial intelligence, AI, as this really high-tech, maybe futuristic thing.
Hmm.
Robots, complex algorithms.
Right, maybe even a little bit scary sometimes, the way it's portrayed.
Exactly. But let's cut through that a bit today, because the reality is AI is already here, working quietly in the background. And chances are it's actually helping you save money, like every single day.
That's spot on. Forget the sci-fi stuff for a moment. What we're doing in this deep dive is really focusing on the tangible, practical ways AI is impacting your wallet right now, often in ways you probably don't even realize.
Mm.
We've gone through, articles, research to pull together the most, well, surprising and genuinely useful examples of how AI is kind of acting like a personal financial assistant. A silent one,
Yeah,
maybe.
silent partner. So we're going to look closely at how it's being used right now, influencing where your money goes, and maybe more importantly, how much of it you get to keep. Our mission really is to dig into that, understand the nuts and bolts.
Uncover those hidden helpers.
Totally. So get ready for a pretty detailed journey into the AI that's already shaping your financial world. Okay, where should we start? Maybe something basic, how we shop.
Yeah, shopping is a great place to start. It's a fascinating area because AI is working in ways that are super dynamic and often, like you said, invisible. We're talking about smarter shopping driven by things like dynamic pricing.
Dynamic pricing. So that's when you see prices changing online, sometimes really fast.
Exactly. That's
Mhm.
often AI algorithms crunching numbers in real time. They're looking at demand, what competitors are charging, how much stock is left, all sorts of factors.
It's kind of wild when you think about the scale of it. Like Amazon, I read they update prices millions of times
Yeah.
every single day.
Millions. Yeah, it's a massive, constantly adjusting system. Now, obviously, this helps the businesses optimize their profits, but
It can help us too, right?
yes, absolutely. Because when demand for something drops, those same AI algorithms might just lower the price to shift stock. So if you're paying attention or using the right tools, you can snag some real bargains.
Okay, that makes sense. Catching those dips.
And it's not just, general stuff online. Think about booking travel. There are apps out there like Hopper that use AI, specifically machine learning, to chew through years of flight price data.
Right, I've heard of Hopper. They tell you whether to buy now or wait.
Precisely. They analyze all those trends, historical prices, and predict if the fare is likely to go up or down. They basically advise you on the best time to hit book. And the savings can be pretty significant. Some users report saving up to 40%.
40% just from listening to an app.
Just by using the AI's recommendation. It's kind
Yeah.
of democratizing these insights that, used to be only available to big travel agencies or the airlines themselves.
Okay, so AI helps find the right price at the right time. But you mentioned stock levels. Does AI help with that side too? Like how much stuff stores actually have?
Oh, massively. This is another sort of behind the scenes superpower of AI in retail: inventory management. By getting better at forecasting what's going to sell and when, AI helps businesses avoid having way too much stock sitting around, or worse, running out of popular items.
Which costs them money either way, I guess.
Exactly. If they're overstocked, that's money tied up. If they're understocked, they lose sales, and sometimes prices can even go up because something's hard to find. We're seeing major retailers report cutting their excess inventory costs by like up to 30%.
30%, that's huge.
It is. And those savings, that efficiency, it can trickle down to us, maybe not always directly, but it helps keep prices more stable, potentially lower overall. It avoids those scarcity price hikes too.
So AI is like this super efficient warehouse manager for the whole retail industry, making sure the right stuff is in the right place.
You could definitely think of it that way. And the cool thing is, it's not just businesses using this predictive power. We as shoppers can use AI tools too. Think about price trackers or those browser extensions.
Yeah, the little pop-ups that find coupons.
Exactly those. They're essentially your personal AI shopping assistants. They watch prices across tons of websites and ping you if something you want goes on sale. Or take Honey, for example. That extension automatically hunts for and tries coupon codes on, like over 30,000 websites.
Wow,
You don't do anything. It just finds the best code at checkout and applies it.
that's like having a little robot bargain hunter working for you 24/7.
Okay, so AI shopping, definitely a big one. Where else is it hiding, saving us cash? What about our energy bills? That seems like a place AI could help.
It absolutely is. And again, it might seem subtle day to day, but the savings over time can really add up. The basic idea is making our homes, our appliances, smarter about how they use energy. The classic example is the smart thermostat. like Nest.
Right, the ones that kind of learn your routine.
Yeah, exactly. They figure out when you're usually home, when you're away, what temperatures you like. Then they use AI plus data from sensors, even the local weather forecast, to adjust the heating or cooling automatically. So it's not just reacting, it's predicting.
That's the clever part. It anticipates, okay, they usually leave around 8 a.m., so I can start easing off the heating then. Or it's going to be really hot this afternoon, better start cooling a bit earlier. And the results are noticeable. Nest users typically report cutting heating costs by 10–12% and cooling by about 15%.
That's not bad at all. Over a year, that's real money.
Yeah.
And it's pretty passive, right? You set it up and mostly forget it.
Pretty much. It just does its thing in the background. But it's not just thermostats anymore. AI is creeping into other smart home devices, too.
Like what? Smart lights.
Smart lights, definitely. Turning off automatically when you leave a room. But also things like smart power strips that cut power to devices that are fully charged or just sitting in standby, sucking up that phantom load.
The vampire power drain.
Exactly. And some more advanced AI systems can even look at your electricity provider's pricing, peak and off-peak rates. They can schedule the energy-hungry tasks running the dishwasher, charging your electric car for those cheaper off-peak times, all automatically.
Okay, that's clever. So it's managing your energy use based on cost without you having to think about timers and schedules.
Precisely. Avoiding those expensive peak rates without any effort on your part. And this optimization isn't just happening in our homes, it's scaling up.
You mean like in office buildings?
Office buildings, yeah. Using AI to manage HVAC systems based on who's actually in the building. But also citywide stuff. Think about managing the power grid more efficiently, or even traffic flow, which, as we'll get to, also saves energy.
Right, okay. Well, speaking of traffic, let's talk transportation. That feels like another area where AI must be making a difference, especially with fuel costs.
Oh, absolutely. Probably the most obvious example for most people is navigation apps. Google Maps, Waze. If you've used one recently, you've used AI.
So find the fastest route, basically.
Fastest, yes, but also most efficient. They analyze just incredible amounts of real-time data, traffic jams, accidents, construction, speed limits to figure out the best way to get you from A to B.
And avoiding traffic doesn't just save time, it saves fuel too, right? Less stopping and starting, less idling.
Exactly. Less idling means less fuel burned, which means less money spent. Simple as that. But it gets even more direct. Google Maps actually has an eco-friendly routing option now.
Oh yeah? What does that do?
It uses AI algorithms specifically designed to find the route that uses the least amount of fuel, even if it's not always the absolute fastest. And the impact is pretty staggering. In its first year, Google estimated it prevented something like 1.2 million metric tons of carbon emissions.
Wow, 1.2 million tons. That sounds like a lot.
It is. To put it in perspective, that's roughly like taking 250,000 gasoline cars off the road for a whole year.
That's incredible. And all that saved fuel is saved money for drivers.
Directly into their pockets. It's a win for the environment and a win for your wallet. And it's not just about individual routes. AI is also being tested to manage traffic flow itself.
How does that work? Syncing traffic lights.
Exactly. Google's running something called Project Greenlight. It uses AI to analyze traffic patterns at intersections and tweak the timing of the lights in real time to keep things flowing smoothly.
Ah, the dream of hitting all green lights.
Wouldn't that be nice? Early results look promising. They think it could cut stops by up to 30% and reduce emissions by maybe 10% at those intersections. Smoother commute, less fuel wasted.
Makes sense. And this AI stuff applies beyond just cars, I assume. Public transport, ride sharing.
Yep. Public transit agencies are using AI to optimize schedules, matching bus or train frequency to actual demand, which means less waiting for you, potentially. Rideshare apps use AI constantly suggesting carpools, adjusting prices based on demand. That dynamic pricing again.
Right. And what about car insurance? I've heard about those things where they track your driving.
Usage-based insurance, yeah.
Yeah.
That's heavily reliant on AI. You use an app or a little device in your car, and it tracks how you drive, braking, accelerating speed, time of day.
Kind of creepy.
Maybe a little. But the AI analyzes all that data to figure out how risky you are as a driver. If you drive safely and consistently, you can get some pretty hefty discounts on your premium. It's a direct financial reward for being a good driver, enabled by AI.
Okay, so guiding our routes, maybe getting us discounts on insurance. AI is definitely weaving its way into how we get around. Let's shift gears again. Customer support. Not the first thing I think of for saving money, but you mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, it's maybe less direct, but think about it this way. Time is money, right? And
Yeah.
AI is saving us a lot of time and hassle in customer service. Think about chatbots.
Oh, yeah, the little chat windows on websites.
Exactly. Chances are, if you get an instant response, especially outside business hours, you're talking to an AI chatbot. They can handle a surprising number of common questions and issues, 247. No waiting on hold for ages.
Which is definitely valuable. I hate waiting on hold.
And that speed can save you actual money, too. Imagine you spot a weird charge on your bank account late at night. You can often get it sorted right then and there with the bank's AI assistant instead of waiting, maybe forgetting, and potentially getting hit with fees or interest.
Good point. Quick resolution matters. You said some are proactive.
That's right. This is really interesting. Some banking AIs, for instance, can monitor your account and warn you if you're about to go overdrawn. Or they might analyze your spending and suggest a different account type that could save you fees or earn you more interest.
So it's like a little AI financial advisor watching out for you.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
A free, always-on one. Now, from the company's side, AI in customer service saves them a ton of money on staffing costs. Billions, globally.
Okay, but how does that help me? Other than maybe faster service?
Well, ideally, those savings help keep the prices of their products or services down, or at least stops them rising as fast as they might otherwise. Lower overhead for them can mean better value for you. Plus, as you said, the service itself can be better.
I guess I have used airline chatbots to change flights or ask about delays. It was definitely faster than calling.
And sometimes the AI might even offer a solution, like a voucher or a waiver that maybe a human agent wouldn't immediately think of or wouldn't be authorized to offer without escalation. But there's an even wilder development. Robot negotiators.
Robot. Negotiators. What?
Yeah. Services like Do Not Pay have developed AI chatbots that can actually haggle with customer service reps for you over chat.
You're kidding. So the AI argues for a better deal.
It does. There was this example where Do Not Pay's AI got someone a $10 a month discount on their Comcast bill just by chatting with the support agent, bringing up service issues, mentioning competitors.
That's amazing. So $120 a year saved by an AI chatbot arguing for you.
Pretty much, without you having to lift a finger or spend an hour arguing yourself.
Wow. Okay. And these AI assistants, they do other stuff too, not just haggling.
Oh, yeah. They can help cancel subscriptions you don't want anymore, file refund claims if something's faulty or delivered late. Basically automating those annoying admin tasks that can save you money but take up too much time.
Right. The stuff you know you should do but never quite get around to.
Exactly. AI takes the effort out of it. It's like having a super persistent assistant who never gets tired of being on hold or filling out forms.
Okay, this is making a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got smarter shopping, energy savings, optimized travel, better customer service. What's left?
Yeah.
You mentioned automating routine tasks.
Yeah, this is where AI can be like your financial safety net. Catching all those little things we overlook that add up. We all mean to check for coupons before buying or cancel free trials on time or scan bills for errors.
But life gets in the way. I know I forget that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Especially free trials.
We all do. And this is where AI really shines. We talked about browser extensions like Honey finding coupons automatically. Think about why over 17 million people use it. It just works. You shop, it finds discounts, boom, price drops. It's effortless savings.
That magic discount at checkout. Feels good.
Doesn't it? And it's not just coupons. Some tools use AI to track prices after you buy something.
How does that help?
Well, lots of stores have price protection policies. If the price drops within, say, 14 days of you buying it, you might be owed a refund for the difference. These AI tools watch the prices and can automatically file that claim for you if the price drops.
Seriously? So you could get money back without even knowing the price changed?
Exactly. Making sure you always get the best price, even retroactively. Then there are those sneaky recurring subscriptions.
The ones you signed up for ages ago and forgot about.
Uh-huh. AI tools can scan your bank statements, even your emails sometimes, to spot those recurring charges. Apps like Trim or Rocket Money, which used to be Truebill, they use AI to flag subscriptions you might not be using anymore.
And they can cancel them for you.
Often, yeah, with just a click. Some even try to negotiate lower rates on your existing bills, like cable or internet, similar to what Do Not Pay does. It's like having an AI auditor constantly looking for ways to trim your expenses.
Okay, that sounds genuinely useful, finding those hidden money drains. And you mentioned Do Not Pay again, the robot lawyer. What else can that do?
It tackles a whole range of tasks that usually need some legal know-how or just sheer persistence. Things like automatically claiming compensation from airlines for delayed or canceled flights.
Oh, that's always a nightmare to do yourself.
Right. Or appealing parking tickets, disputing unfair bank fees. The AI handles the paperwork, the communication. They claim they've saved users over $100 million across more than 1.6 million cases.
Wow, over $100 million. Give us an example. How does it fight a parking ticket?
Well, you might just upload a photo of the ticket, answer a few basic questions, and the AI uses its database of local rules and common defenses to draft an appeal letter for you. People have gotten fines reduced or totally dismissed without the usual stress.
That's pretty good.
Or, say, a package delivery is guaranteed by Tuesday but arrives Wednesday. An AI scanning your email might spot the shipping confirmation and the delay, realize you're due a refund based on the store's policy, and automatically file the claim.
It's like it's finding money you didn't even know you were owed.
Exactly.
Ah,
It really highlights how all those small wins, a $5 refund here, avoiding a $50 fine there, saving $10 a month on a bill, they really do add up. It makes a genuine difference. AI is acting like this super vigilant financial watchdog, always scanning for opportunities to save you money.
yeah, it's about making saving less of a chore, more automatic, integrated.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Okay, so let's quickly recap. We've seen AI making us smarter shoppers with dynamic pricing and coupon finders. It's optimizing energy use in our homes via smart thermostats and appliances. It's finding efficient routes and maybe lowering insurance costs for travel. It's streamlining customer service, saving us time and sometimes getting us refunds. And it's automating all those little routine tasks like canceling subscriptions and fighting fees.
It really is becoming this valuable, often invisible financial ally, working away in the background.
And the great thing is, like you said, you don't need to be some tech genius to use most of this stuff. These tools are designed to be pretty easy to use.
Totally accessible. It's just about knowing they exist and letting them do the heavy lifting for you. Enjoy the savings.
Exactly. So here's our call to action for everyone listening. Have you tried any of these AI money-saving tools? Maybe Hopper for flights or Honey for coupons or a smart thermostat?
We'd genuinely love to hear about your experiences. What worked? What surprised you? Are there any other cool AI saving tricks you've discovered?
Yeah, definitely share your stories. Head down to the comment section wherever you're listening or watching this and let us know. We really do learn a lot from hearing what you're all trying out.
Absolutely. Your insights are super valuable.
Well, thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive into AI and your money. It's been pretty eye-opening. Until next time.
Keep saving.
And maybe just mull this over. AI is moving so fast. What other ways, maybe ways we haven't even thought of yet, could it start reshaping our personal finances in the future? Something to think about, isn't it?